Richie Sambora.
Hello!
Welcome to Australia. Orianthi.
Hello.
Welcome back to Australia.
Yeah, it's great to be home.
And welcome to May the Rock be with you. So thank you for coming and having a chat today. Now, you're back in Australia obviously for some shows.
Yeah.
Played a couple already. How have they gone so far?
Yeah.
Pretty damn good.
Yeah?
Yeah, a bit of fun.
Pretty damn good.
Having some fun?
We're having a blast.
Brought a
You
great
know-
band with us too, and
Excellent.
yeah, we're just playing a bunch of different tunes. Obviously from my old records, and then Richie's, and just
My really old record.
and oh my god, and then some of our favorite covers, and we're just kind of changing it up every night too.
Excellent.
Wow.
Yeah. Because the last time you were here was 2014. And it was essentially...
She was 14, that's what you said?
Yeah, no, 16 I think it was. And it was essentially...
I'm like 32 now.
Yeah.
So, oh my god.
It was essentially...
She grew up, there was a time continuum portal that we went through. And
Yeah,
she
somehow.
just went from 14 to 31 in 2
Somehow.
years.
And became an amazing...
Somehow, I have no idea how that happened.
Yeah, it's magic.
I don't know.
But we came on your tour and you were basically essentially playing with Richie, but this is the first time we've seen you as RSO, actually playing as a duo, essentially.
Well, yeah, when Richie called me, I was playing with Alice Cooper, because the thing was, I was making my album, and when he called me, just come out and play guitar, I kind of wanted a break from being like the front person and running the circus for a minute, and then Alice is just amazing. So I got to cut myself with blood every night, come out here, have an amazing time, and then
Love Alice.
I was with his band for about 3.5 years, 4 years nearly, and then. Making records and whatnot. When
I just think it's very, very interesting that a man with a woman's name
I know,
introduced us.
There you go.
That's fantastic.
And then in Maui, we were playing a charity gig. Alice Cooper introduced me to Richie, and then we just hit it off straight away, and then we started,
Eating watermelon.
Oh, well, everyone likes
What
watermelon.
do we do?
Hey, watermelon, everyone likes watermelon.
I don't know.
Watermelon?
I'm making shit up right now.
I'm starting eating
What the
watermelon.
hell's going on? I'm
That's
trying to make
weird.
this fun.
Oh,
It's like, I hate interviews where people go, I wrote
And
this
then-
about that, and I was
No.
brooding about this and that. And all
And after we ate that watermelon, we thought we should make an album together.
Well, let's get to the album, because it's been a long time coming, right? How are you trying to decide, or how have you decided on what RSO is going to sound like? Is there a vibe or something that you can explain how it is?
Yeah, completely. I think it's just a really electric vibe because we had that spark initially. We met, and it's got that great energy to it. We've molded a sound. Oh, you don't think so?
No. What we did is we went on the road for like 2 years and spent 2 years together. Fall in love, right? Wake up every morning, pick up a couple axes, start going, right? No matter where you are, what's going on, right? So we kind of did it like kind of ass backwards, but I think it's kind of ass frontwards, because what it did was create the sound that we have here. I think that personally my objective was to try to make a record that was the third record as the first record. So have already two in. So the third record sounds like you have a style, and we gain that by being on the road and watching people's what worked and what didn't work.
Cool.
And both of us have been in amazingly professional positions where we're so blessed to have this legacy that we had. But that's the amazing thing about the business. You got to start kind of like from the bottom up again, So that's kind of the way I thought about it, and it was automatic anyway, really, between us. But then when we started to work with Bob Rock and all that stuff started to happen, we really got an idea of who we were musically. And the great thing about it is that we cover so many different genres. So that's what I'm saying. When you said electric, I have to stop, because
I was talking about
when
the energy between us.
we have 22 songs in the can right now.
Yeah.
And we've covered everything from acoustic to blues to rock to stadium, heavy, everything, until we felt like we owned it. And then we asked our friends and producers, and it's like there's a little who's who of people that I can go to and say, hey, tell me the truth, don't fuck around with me.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, right?
Yep.
So then when you get there, because when you think that we got there, so now the question is, what comes first?
The chicken. The egg. The
Egg.
All right. You never know. Watermelon.
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 I don't even know why I said that. I just,
It was great.
Richard Pryor reference, I guess.
There you go. You mentioned Bob Rock. Now, you've obviously worked with Bob in the past. Your first time working with Bob. Right?
Actually, I've known Bob for a few years now. I met him before I met Richie. So
have you worked with him?
No, we just jammed out together.
Okay.
Yeah. Did some shows up in Maui with Alice Cooper. And and he's just such a great guy. Just a really great guy. Great energy, so talented, and he's a great guitar player too. Like, he's played on the record as well. And he just has that vibe about him where he's very creative. Like, he's always coming up with different things. And
we wrote 10 songs.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, we have 22 songs. Ori and I wrote most of the material together ourselves.
He's
and then Bob came in and he would
too.
say, hey, try this, that, the other thing. And that's a real big, cool thing.
Yeah, he's very open-minded, and I think that's the thing with the producer, is they bring out the best in artists, and they're very encouraging. And for him to be working with us and kind of his own friendship with Richie, and how much stuff they've done together in the past and everything like that, and then me coming in and then trying to find that sound with our voices together and the guitar and all that kind of stuff, and how it's going to meld and how we're going to mold that sound, which is really unique, which I'm really proud of. I just think that it's hard to explain what the record sounds like because it's just such a new sound. I don't know. And when I said electric,
well, let's confuse the shit out of people more.
Yeah, it's something that's really special. It's very commercial too. It's very commercial, of course, but then it has like elements of the blues, and as you said, like, it's so different.
Well, it's you know what, we've created a body of work in a pretty short time with a lot of great people, and but the mainstay obviously is the songs. Really, it's what gets to an audience, right? Ori and I think, have been lucky enough in this business to have the opportunity to embrace many different audiences and many different anything from a stadium to our kitchen, right? And when it works, it works. So like I said, the business is as such that now it's how do you do it? It's really, really tough. But the best thing to do is just go out there as we do every evening, and when we sit down and write, is just to put your best foot forward and just move past it, because it's an ever-changing business. If you look at the history of our business, it's an ever-changing business to begin with, right? Like, look at the guys that were getting ripped off, the BB Kings and the Buddy guys and those guys that they never made any money, and they had big, massive hit records, but the structure was not there. Now, it's a little bit of a different thing, and then it disintegrated. So the best thing to do is go out there and kick people's ass live, and that's what we do, and have a great time. We have a lot of fun.
People's asses, but we just have so much fun on stage. That's the thing.
We do.
Comes across.
I think that's fun. I think that's really important.
And I think that's the mentality, is that when every time I pick up a guitar, I feel like a 6-year-old. I really do. It's like the first time, all the time, because it's never easy for me to play. It's a challenge, and I love that, and I always play it differently every day.
You make it look pretty easy.
But do you know, it's like you're searching for
She's a pain in the ass.
You got to search for different things.
She's better than me, and pisses me off.
It's endless possibilities, and I found that with the guitar, that it's a sense of freedom.
Okay.
And when I was 6 years old and I picked it up for the first time, because my dad was playing, I just thought, that's so cool, and plus I wanted to hang out with my dad, and, just like hang out and play guitar, and he's like taught me an A chord first, and then E, and then C, and then I started writing songs. I wrote my first song when I was 6, and then would be so proud and played at assembly at school. Well, the kids were like laughing because I had a Beatles haircut, and I was like totally into.
First time I found my genitals, I think I was 3.
It's like Beatles, Roy Orbison, Elvis Presley, all that,
Amazing.
And then Jimi Hendrix and all that. So yeah, growing up, coming in a time warp almost. I feel like I grew up in the 60s or 70s.
That's cool.
Really
That's where you get a good sound from. You know what I mean? You can bring that in now and still use that today, and it works.
Absolutely, yeah.
So the biggest question is, when are we going to hear it? When do we get to hear the album?
Very soon. We probably first quarter of next year. We're shooting for like late January, February.
Okay. It's done, man. The business.
It's done.
It's not that we're not done. The business is done. We're in purgatory right now, in a bit of a place, because it's like we have all this new music and a new direction and sound, but we can't go out and play it right now.
Oh, aren't we hearing any while you're here?
A couple, maybe one. You know, because I mean, you know, you get to the point where you go, is it that precious anymore, really? I mean, everybody, all these artists that go, we can't, what else? You know, all of that, you know. And it's like, that's bullshit, really. I mean, when you come down to it. But then when you get the managers and the business together and all that kind of stuff, now it is such a daunting kind of thing to get that going. And we're trying to, I think we're an anomaly because, first of all, I mean, I don't want to be long-winded or anything like that, but I think people really perceive Ori as the sideman for somebody, and I'm the sideman for somebody. Right? We don't even have to mention any names, and that's how you know that that's the perception.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
So it's about the change of perception. Ori's a great singer. She's a great songwriter. Who the hell knows that? Right? On our own, now we have the opportunity to actually say, hey, you know, because I'm like an old blues guy. I'm going to play till I'm dead.
So I might
if I'm lucky, we'll be making love and I'll be playing a guitar solo at the same time.
That's a talent, man. That's a talent.
Right?
Yep.
That's if you're going to die, that's the way to do it.
Fair enough.
Way to go out.
Yeah. Now, if you're not going to be playing a lot of new songs, maybe. So, how are you shaping up the set? You've got solo albums each. Yeah, is it an intertwining of?
Absolutely. You know, I mean,
it's a twining thing.
Intertwining.
3 records. You know, I've done 3 or 4 records, and then Richie's got a ton of records. So we're gonna.
Because I'm so old.
No.
I look good for 80.
Oh, stop with all this.
Whoop, whoop.
Completely insane. Completely insane.
Love it.
Anyway, but no, it's a mesh of different things. And I think that the energy is just spread.
A mashup of all.
All right. So what I want to do though, I want to play a quick little game.
Okay.
It's called What are the chances of hearing? Right.
Okay.
All I want is a yes, no, or a maybe.
Okay.
Because I haven't looked at the set list. I'm going tomorrow night.
I'm on your side.
Okay.
Well, you need to answer. Yeah. Like, so I'm going to throw some song titles out and just tell me yes, no, or maybe we're going to hear them tomorrow or in Brisbane. Right. Stranger in this town.
You want it?
Yeah, of course.
I'll give it to you.
All right. According to you.
Yes.
We're going to hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Father Time.
No.
Oh, damn it.
No, I you know what?
No.
You know what? The interesting thing is we were recording up until the day we left. And we didn't, you know what? The song list that we have, I mean, you know, I'm old, man. I know a lot of stuff. So, I mean, what happens is that, you know, it's about what you can teach the band and
get it together in time.
What we can do in time.
You know,
and honestly, I'm thrilled what we've done in a very, very short period of time with this. I mean, literally, well, you'll see when you come.
Okay.
You'll see. It's gonna be good. I would love to do Father Time.
All right.
Father Time. See, I still got it.
Yeah, you do.
The band don't yet.
Well, learn it. Learn it.
Well, what am I gonna do? When?
You got
I got about an hour.
All right, so we got a few more in there. We're never going to hear Battle of Youth, are we, ever, in the history of the world?
Oh, no, you'll hear Battle of Youth. You'll hear Battle of Youth. Battle of Youth is a song that, you know, when I was younger, I continuously wrote songs that were very, very musically almost so hard, pretty complicated pieces of material. And to sing that and to play that at the same time sometimes is really, really tough. So, are you kidding me? I'd love to sing that. And you know what? You know, being in Bon Jovi and being in that frame, I really didn't have a chance to actually be the lead singer. I was a lead singer in most of the bands I was in before that, right? So, my chops are up. And when we sing together, it's that's the sound now.
Yeah.
So, you know, but we will gladly go back and play anything that anybody wants to hear.
I'll give you a list.
Shit, I forgot
Absolutely.
Rosie last night too. Somebody asked me.
Yeah, that was next. And what else is on there? I Love Believe off your album. Like, do you ever play that live?
On song Believe?
Yeah.
We did it a couple of times.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's a good song.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, actually, that was one of my favorites too. That was my first record. I don't know. Maybe.
See, here you go.
Maybe.
I'm just
We
putting
can
these ideas in
dance
your head, by the way. I'm just putting ideas
You know what?
in your head.
It's amazing when you travel a long way and you have all that stuff to do, and it's a new band and a new nucleus, right? And you gotta make it a band.
Yeah, man.
That's it, right? Quick, right? So you gotta go. Okay, what's gonna be incision points? What songs are gonna go down? Obviously, Ori has to do her material. I'm gonna do a little bit of my stuff.
Yep.
And then we're gonna actually. There's a lot of jamming. There's a lot of improvisation. When we met, it seemed like, it was interesting with guitar players. It seemed like there was just everybody was playing chords all the time, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But the reason I think that both of us got into may I say, wielding the axe of love.
Very good.
Comes from
That's a tour name.
Hendrix. There's no Hendrix gig that is the next. And Jimmy Page, Jeff Beck, it's improvisation, which brings in an interesting element that I felt that was missing from live music that people want to see. And also on record. I mean, you know what? That's the great thing about making the record you want to make. Like, there's songs that are like 8 minutes, and we don't care.
Cool.
Well, that's the thing. It's like listening to records like...
Because people want to hear, it's Orianthi and me.
Yeah.
They want to hear us play.
You're not 3:30, man. You're not a radio single.
We got those too.
We got some of those.
We'll have some of those.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what when you were saying it was just electric. There's a gamut of stuff.
What I was saying is electric vibe between us. That's what I was getting at. Not the whole record's electric. It's electric vibe between us.
Oh.
You didn't hear me, my love.
Sorry, darling.
It's okay.
Put it away.
But what I'm saying is that there are a lot of top 40 things, a lot of mashing of all our influences in what we've put together.
It's a mashing of intimacy.
I have one more song I want to request for tomorrow night. Any chance you play these days?
Sure.
Yeah.
You can say sure, but you're going to do it?
I'll do it if I do it by myself. I'll do it for you right now. Give me a goddamn guitar.
Yeah? That's way better.
Let's see what's going to
There
happen.
we go.
You got a guitar?
Oh, there's one over here. I can grab it.
I hate these picks. They're too heavy. I got one in my pocket.
You know what we got on here? Here's your thin ass.
Ah, thank you.
I can't play with that. It's like playing with paper.
Oh, no.
I gotta play with the heavy ass ones. These are mine.
So I don't even know if I remember.
Jeez.
I know. It's not breaking strings. It's crazy.
Oh, I do remember. I was walking around with a face in the crowd, trying to keep myself out of the rain. Vagabond king with a styrofoam ground, from the fire in the sea. There's an old man on the corner, singing old songs about change. Everybody wants to be themselves again. There you go. My voice is numb. See if I can get it. These days, stars seem out of reach. These days, ain't a ladder on the street. These days are past, love don't last. In this grace, this age, even innocence has lost the midnight train. There ain't nobody else.
Magnificent.
So if I don't play it tomorrow,
Oh, you have to now. You can never play that ever again if you don't want. That was amazing.
That's all we do.
Jam session.
What do we do? What do you want to do?
I don't know.
Go for your life.
Or do that one, okay?
That's the morning of the Richie and Ori.
There we go.
Sensational. Well, yeah, a couple of minutes. All right. So we will wrap it up because I got a couple of things I want to do quickly after that.
Okay.
One question I ask everybody is I'll get them to look ahead to the future. So I want you to finish this sentence for me. The one thing that RSO want to do in 2017 is
make people happy with our music and entertain people.
Yeah.
That's our job. I think that's why we're put here on this planet. I mean,
it's our calling, you know, it's a path, you know, after work.
I mean, what else are we gonna do?
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
we're just gonna go out and play and
bring joy to people.
Basically, like I said, you know, the guys that continue to do it and transcend and be flexible to the changes in our business and also the world. Obviously, there's a lot of crazy shit going on.
Yeah.
And obviously, the fact that we continue to travel through this abysmal kind of thing at that point is that we want to bring the music to the people, and I don't know what else to do, really. What am I going to do, sit in my kit or fuck around on my sailboat or something?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have one.
Yeah. Not yet. And also, I just want to give you a little t-shirt for the website. You can wear it around the house, wear it at sound check, you can wash the car with it, do whatever you want.
Thank you so much.
But they're for you if you want to take those.
Rock be with you.
May the rock be with you.
Yes, thank you very much
No worries.
for that. Thank
All right.
you.
That's fucking awesome.
Awesome.
Okay.